Hello everyone, welcome to another day of dueling. Uh, so as the name suggests, I have some complaints about this game. I'm sure everyone does. But as always, when I start off the video at looking at my amazing profile, um, it's gone up, both in ranking and views. It's like really weird actually. Like when I first started, obviously you get like the occasional view every now and again. But like I went to like 100 to like 45. I guess like because I'm actually trying hard now, and I'm immediately back in top 10, top 20. So everyone just keeps looking at my profile, which is understandable. But at this rate, like I'm getting like 10 or so views a day, 15. That's pretty good. I like that. But my complaints about Yu-Gi-Oh are, well, the first one is time. So we'll go into a game that I just had, and that's what brought me to this video. Thought I'd show you guys. It's not like the player. Oh no, the player did do something wrong. It's not like I. It's not like he did something bad. Just did something wrong, and that's playing slowly. Now on Dueling Book, right? Actually, it's right at the end. At Dueling Book, you don't usually care about time, right? You let people have their chance to. Well, that is loud. Haha. You let people have a chance to play because it's Dueling Book, right? There's no clock. You're not forced to be done in 40 minutes. And a lot of people think Dueling Book takes longer to do. And I disagree. If both players are playing at a reasonable pace on Dueling Book, it is usually done in 30 minutes, even long ass games. And I've had long ass games. The only time it takes longer is like a judge, it comes in, right? But there's no time limit, no nothing. You can get slow play warnings, but waiting for a judge to give your opponent a slow play warning takes like sometimes 10-15 minutes, and they would have taken like another 3 or so. So it's pointless. Completely pointless. Doesn't do anything. Honestly, I feel like if you're having trouble in a judge for slow play, and the judge should go through and just give the guy a game loss. In Dueling Book anyway, I feel like that should be the case, because the fact you've had to wait so long that this guy's playing so slowly that you feel it's worth calling a judge, and the judge also feels like it. Not like it's just the player, it's the judge as well feels like it. Then he's probably playing really slowly, and it's just a waste of everyone's time and just should not be done. Um, so this guy was playing slowly. He was playing very slowly. Not to begin with, just the last thing, because he didn't want to screw up and he wanted to make sure he could do it right, and that's fair. It's not like I was rushing him or forcing him until he started just not doing anything for minutes at a time, and that's what pisses me off. Not playing something for minutes. Oh yeah, this is we'll do rulings because that's what I love doing, right? I summon Purgatorio, right? It's like sec on so I go invoke effect and grave. He goes sec after res, and it's K, and then I go he can't K. I can't K. I have meltdown. I've declared invocation. I'm chain link 1. I don't know what he has. It doesn't matter. It's like for quick for quick effects. Yes, for quick effects I still have turn play. So what meltdown says is when I summon a fusion monster while I control meltdown. So total controls meltdown, also fusion summons. Someone screwed up a ruling at an event. Let's not talk about that though, just yet. And so on summon, you can't activate anything. There is no resolution window for your opponent to do anything. No bottomless, no quick effects, no nothing. Even if you want to use spell speed 1 effect, like Invocation's Grave effect, or like a summon or a set, or just activate something from hand, your opponent can't do anything until you've given them priority. And you don't give them priority until you activate an effect, or you just pass priority. You just go, you know what? You guys, you can do something, I won't. You're not like trying to enter the battle phase or end phase, you're just going, you can have the floor, bud. And that's fine. In the open game state, give it to him, he can now do something. But it goes straight to an open game state if I don't do anything. Now, if I activate, say, purple effect on summon, then on resolution, he has something to do. He can do something, but he can't do anything till the resolution of purple now. But, so yeah, anyway, he just had Dedecode for my invocation, which doesn't matter at all. In fact, he's better doing this because I've now activated the effect and it's only a once per turn effect, so it's pretty stupid that he didn't do that. Anyway. So yeah, that's what happened there. Fast forward a bit, I didn't have game anyway, which was ridiculous. I thought this would be, but I didn't. He would have had 100 life left, and that is bonkers. I do a really cool thing here on because I didn't know what he was gonna do. I didn't know if he had game or not, but you just declare Swamp at fire. He can't send his Alistar on his Purg, right? So it's that little thing to stop damage if he had like 3 Alistars. The issue, of course, you can chain the Alistars, but you hope for the misplay there. Look at this brick that he's got. That's awful. Um, so yeah, just like a little neat trick you can do. You can, of course, you can try to call it beforehand. Purgatory, I did think he was going to do begin with, but with my purple up, he might have went into my Macabre. And then cry. I don't know what he could have done, but I guess Pug's always the correct answer in this situation, and you just declare it before on the invocation. But the issue is that he can not go into it. He can go into anything. Anyway, so this I just don't have anything, so I'm just playing super safe. The reason why I did that is because he shuffled. He didn't shuffle. It happens for invoke players. I do it too. And this is where I have to big brain it, do all the math in my head. So I just banish that, bring this back. It's really funny. We're on the exact same life points now. I'm like proper like, okay, cool. Anyway, I see game. Yeah, he can't do nothing. I lose this one. Then we go on to game 3. As you can see, I just did not open. And he opened. I was hoping he was going to summon anything. He didn't. He knew about, like Super Holy was there, right? He just didn't need to. Anyway, this is the game. And he just took so long to do something. And it's not like he's doing a bad thing. He's just doing a wrong thing. Like, he's not bad. Granted, he got aggressive about it, and like that pissed me off. I'm like, mate, you're clearly playing stupidly slowly. I've got better shit to do. Anyway, like I made like a really big risky play thinking that this was enough. Like I didn't set the imperm. Scared of like maybe I like one of his traps, right? So I'm like, I'll keep the imperm at hand so I can negate this, right? Well, I mean, I didn't know he had it, but negate those traps. I expect him not to be able to O2K me. Turns out he gets really close. But I've got an Ashen Hand on my cover and this. I'm like, I'm pretty sure I can play it. Like I say, ashing this is always correct. Yes, you open the Alistair and ashing that would have been better. But hindsight 2020, right? This Alistair gives you columns, it gives you another monster. Like, at worst, say you open like, plus you can open the invocation, you can't open the Alistair. But if you open the Alistair, like, there's nothing you can do about it, right? It's just, this is better. It's less monster, less cards. Alright, anyway, he just sends that away, does this. Now he's trying to calculate the game. Because, like, if you do a quick math, right now, at this point, no, actually not at this point, it was when he did that. So at this point, I realized he had game on board. That's 3-5. You can make a Macabre, make it 3-5. You can link this away for 1,000. I knew pretty quickly that he could do that. In fact, very quickly, because it was the logical thing to do. He took... Right, I guess this was the first time I went. Go to logs. So, let's see. Special summon Almirage. So, 40 minutes, 40 seconds, no, 50 seconds? 50 seconds after, it's a minute, no, 40 seconds. 40 seconds, 30 seconds is enough time to think, right? So I gave him 30 seconds, he wasn't doing anything, so I'm like, okay, question mark, what's happening? Right, 30 seconds. Yeah. Oh, wait, no, longer than that, 30. Yeah, no, it would be, it's 50 seconds, so almost a minute, pretty much. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, he's still thinking. I wait, still thinking. He sends something to grave, I'm like, okay, and then he puts it back. What? How many? And like, he does this several times, and like, once is a misclick, twice is not, right? Anyway, still going. How much time do you need to think, right? Oh, and still going. Like, okay, and this is where I get it. He's trying to think for game. I've already thought for game, but he's trying to go ahead and play around whatever my set is, whatever's in my hand. Probably trying to play around in a beer or something. I don't care. The thing is, he's 2 minutes 37, and at the last thing he did was at 19:35. So it's now 2 minutes, right? It's now been 2 minutes. It's now been 2 minutes 30. I relax the game ends this turn. Yeah. He knows one of us is gonna win this turn. If I break his board, he OTKs me. That's beside the point. It's now been 2.5 minutes, and he hasn't done anything. Like, I want him to hurry up, and now he does something. And I'm like, okay, good, he's finally going to go ahead and do it. And then he does this, right? And so he's had that entire time, that 3 minutes, right? So now 3 minutes, 30 seconds. Oh, 4 minutes. It's now been 4 minutes since he summoned Almirage. He's thought about his entire play. He should have, right? Like, if a judge went over, well, if I went over and I went, okay, so it's been 4 minutes since you summoned Almirage. You had, well, 3 minutes, and then you summoned Macabre. You should just be able to play fluently. Your opponent isn't interrupting you. You should know exactly what to do right now, right? You've had the whole 3 whole minutes to think about it. Like, you should just be able to play fluently. But he doesn't. He just keeps waiting. Look, he goes, puts that in the grave. Okay, that's the correct thing to do. He has to think. He puts something in grave and thinks that's not a misclick anymore. That's clearly. I didn't call him out on because I'm like, this is just ridiculous. There's no judges online, and that's what pissed me off. There was 0 judges, and so I just couldn't be bothered. But I decided to think if he did keep doing this, I'll just call a judge and wait for one to come online. He'll probably quit before then. I know he's not on OTKME. I have Super Poly, right? Oh, I'm pretty sure he's on OTKME. So I'm not doing it to win the game. I'm doing it because I got to teach this guy a lesson. That's what I was going to do. And he sends Macabre to grave. Probably trying to play around the Nibiru or Super Poly. I don't know. Anyway, brings it back. Then brings this back. Anyway, this is where he gets, like, he's telling me to relax and shit. Like, yes, you're thinking, but you shouldn't be thinking for what, 5 minutes now? Yeah, 5 minutes. Like, you're typing every 10 seconds. I'm not. I'm typing. Well, granted that was quite prickly, but I typed. So from the beginning of the first question mark was 30 to 40 seconds after his first action. Then another one, another minute and a bit after that, a minute 20. Yeah, a minute 10. After that, I waited. So that's not 10 seconds. That's a minute 10. Then I waited another, rounded up to 40. Right, that's another 20. Well, about 25 seconds, 30 seconds, right, for that. Then after that, I waited 15 seconds. Not 10. And now I start. Oh, that was 17 seconds. That was round up to 40. That was about, yeah, that was 15 seconds. And so about every 15 seconds, not 10 seconds, I got there. I was starting to get lower and lower because it was taking. He was just not doing anything. Yes, I'm going to complain. Yes, I'm going to tell you to hurry up. If your opponent just sat there doing nothing, picking his nose for 3 minutes, you're going to tell him to hurry the hell up. Because that's all he was doing to me, right? Anyway, he then finally has game on board. I'm like, great. Super Poly. Like, oh yeah, I called judge. I called judge for slow play. Because there's no judges online. I'm happy to wait. But he finally did something. It's ridiculous. Alright. Anyway, so this is what I have to play through. Okay. Anyway, I'm just going to show you the end of it. I'm going to show you my big brain. I am trying to play through around Nibiru at the same time. I don't know what he has. I know the deck plays Nibiru sometimes, so I'm just trying to play around everything right now. I made this dark to play around the Effect Veiler, just because you can, right? Why not play around something? Like, even if your opponent hasn't played it, there's no reason not to, you know? Make this, obviously I'm not playing around Nibiru right now, but, you know, oh no, yeah, no, that's under summons. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, that's 5 summons. Shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that is 5 summons. Oof. Okay. Anyway, I dropped this. He doesn't think of another trap. He immediately leaves. I'm like, you're screwed. Like, I'm sorry, but you wasted my time. This could have ended 10 minutes ago if you hurried up. So yeah, it was a lot of wasted time that he didn't need to do. And I thought of that play immediately because I know what the deck can do. I know that's 3-5, but that guy's 3-5. I know Macabre can become 3-5, which means you're only 1,000 off. I know. He should know. He wants to be number 1 rated. Number 1 rated should play a little bit faster. Okay. Anyway, that's that. Oh, do I have a message? Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. Anyway, this guy. Let's call this boy. Okay, let's hopefully this works. Hello? Okay, I can hear you perfectly. Voila. Okay. For some reason you left and I didn't know what was happening. Huh. Anyway, I'm hosting. tell me something that annoys you about Yu-Gi-Oh. Like anything, like the prices, the people, the books. The price, yeah, just the price, nothing else. Yu-Gi-Oh used to be even more expensive than it is now. Still, yeah. I guess you could. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Oh, I might lose this one. Yeah. Oh man, he didn't even activate Upstart. He drew it and he didn't even activate it. Now, there was a time when like the most meta deck was like you needed a hundred permanents. You needed like three of $120 card, and there was like several versions, right? So you needed like this is like in dad format, right? I was never around a dad format, but that shit was expensive. I have a shit hand. I have to top deck amazingly for this to come out of my favor. Oh wow, okay. Um, I did not top deck amazingly, guys. Scoop. No, it's pretty close. I'm actually going to banish your field spell. Um, then I'll set this. Battle phase? Ah. You have two of those in hand, don't you? Oh god. Sure. Oh, link a summon. Okay. What? It's not my main phase. Okay. When a spell trap or effect is activated, you can send one fairy monster from your hand to the graveyard and get the activation if you do destroy it. This is when I find its card, you can adapt it to ritual monsters and all spells with different names. Alistair effect? I mean, I would have been nice to top deck Alistair last turn, because now you can, negate it. Someone from your hands negate that. Yeah, so I have to do this. Battle phase, attack. When it's destroyed, add. Oh, cool. So it's graveyard. I thought it said deck for a second. Oh, thank God. Cool. Now, do you understand why that card's bad now? um, I mean, yeah, it's fair. I don't know. Like you don't really have an extra deck anyway, so playing more or less, I don't think matters. Unless like I'm sure, like there's the rank 4 engine, of course. Ah, caught by the grave. Okay, sure. Um, oh, you're not gonna believe this. So I still have to try and resolve invocation. You know what that means? Sending this to the graveyard, sending this to the graveyard, and summoning Mud Dragon. Oh, right. Why am I typing? Invocation effect. Oh god. I'm streaming right now. I can people will see this and be like, "You cheated." And no, I never do that. It's like I didn't play around the corner by the grave. I mean, there's no way for me to. Um, that's fine. Chaining this targeting Nibiru. Now you might be wondering why I'm doing this. Well, there's a good reason. Yeah. 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Oh, you don't even have fairies in your hand. What's the point? Yeah, you get in the gate. Yep. Effect on swamp. I mean, you don't want to lose this turn. Like, you have a negate. Yeah, let's go with that. Effect. Banish. Invocation. You know what? I didn't think Magnet Invoked would have gotten as good as it did, Master of 5. I just forget that I can just make Purgatory and Macabre and everything I want. I will negate that. And like it's such a like to be able to super poly without fear of losing your extra monster zone just feels so good. Right. Cards do not work against this deck. It's weird. Not a lot of cards do, if I'm being honest. I'm being honest. Makes me go first. Ah. Well, that's not very much of a meme. Sure. Oh, man. Oh, I think I make like number 8 or 9th right now on Dueling Book. Feels good. You gotta pump those numbers up, Creepy. Ghost Ogre. You still got a Shrine Ball. Yep. You're back row. I'm not done. Yeah, I had game. Wow. I'm not gonna lie to you, Greavy. I don't like your build. I don't know how to build the deck. I've never played it, but I've versed it enough to know that that was weird. Another thing that what else pisses me off about Yu-Gi-Oh? Oh, the fact that rulings just aren't in the rule book. Like you can pick up the rule book and learn nothing at all about Yu-Gi-Oh. Most ridiculous thing. It's like, how did this chain resolve? A rule book isn't going to tell you. Well, who gets to tell me? Someone with more experience. Like, I mean, you can email Yu-Gi-Oh. Yeah, it's fine. You can email Konami and ask them, and like that, they'll probably give you a response eventually. But it just it's so annoying that you have to ask for a ruling. Yep. How it is. Yeah. All right. Let's hopefully you have at least 2 negations, maybe more. So we'll go. How do I want to do this? We'll do it this way. Set special. Purple effect. Chain Ghost Ogre. Sure. Meltdown. Well then, okay, he had the three. He had the three. Okay, boys, we're in business. That's all the deck needs to do. That's it. Just Herald and 3-4 negates, right? Like the rest of my hand's dead. If I had one more, hopefully you don't have another fairy. If I had like one more card, I'd be fine. Oh damn. Okay, you've made your first big mistake. Hopefully you have a fairy in your hand. Target purple. He does. Never mind. But now he's got one card left. Oh, what can I top deck? That would be lovely. Oh, he doesn't have the fairy. And now that your monster's in attack mode, it's so easy to out. Normal summon effect. Yeah. Yeah, I just out you from there. I mean, there was a point. I would have kept plussing off. I would have gotten resources. I mean, with three fairies in your hand, I definitely would have. Even in that scenario, was definitely correct. Like, you don't lose out for doing it. Because you know, purple then gets blue, blue effect, and then I'm just plussing so much. That is fine. That's the good one. I think my hand's a bit nuttier. Yep. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, go nuts. No, on the second one, I'm not on permanent. You know, okay, funny story. I ashed that effect at a nationals once, and I won the game because of it. So I actually took 500. Then he had to do it 3 times more. Next turn, I purgatory his board. He would have had 400 life points left if I didn't ash him. Like the brain on me. I didn't. I mean, I didn't calculate it. It's just pure luck. But ashing it really saved my life. Like it won me the game. It was perfect. Oh shit! Is it going firewall pass? Firewall. It's like there's nothing else that's good right now. Borrow sword. Borrow.
Godred. Go for it. Yeah. You just want to give all my monsters 300 extra attack. It's free. Yeah. Yeah. Bottom in any order. Yep. Go nuts. Yep. Yep. Deck to hand. Yep. Yeah. It's discard photo. If it's any fairy, there's a. I can't remember what it is. What its name is. Yeah. Um. Oh. Okay. Oh wait. Do you have exactly four? Wow. One. Yes, you do. Exactly four. Wow. It's pretty. It's pretty good. Okay. Hmm. Okay. I thought I was going to be able to out your board. I was. I really was. And then you summoned a Christia. And I can't out that. um. Well, Christia, a 3-1 Christia. Um. Hmm. Okay, I'm gonna have to play the long game here. Playing those OCG cards. That's fine. Oh, what? Oh, that's cool. Uh, great. Hmm. I don't know. It's 2-8, 3-1, 500. That is game. 2-1. Huh. Yeah. Damn, if I survived one more turn, I would have a game. That's shit. Huh? Yeah. Okay, so draw a card, right? Say it didn't game me. Activate this. Strike. No, it's a counter trap. No, you can't negate a strike. And then I normal someone else, so even if you can negate it, I have invocation in hand anyway. And I have purple. And I have super league. Yeah. Very good thing you gave me. Okay. I summon Alistair. Your entire board becomes a super poly target. Interesting. Very interesting. Well, well, this is either going to be amazing or awful. Let's find out. Awful. Bloody awful. It's almost worth summoning trash.
Thinking.
This card is normal social and send one for
So, you can send. Chain Soldering. Mm. Impermanence. Mm. Oh, what? Activate second impermanence. Alright, I'll let you have it. The fact that you put it next underneath my my other set is stupid. Like, you're asking for me to be impermed again. Just resolve it. I'll resolve. Oh, well, I also have the ash I would have used if you didn't set it in the same column as imperm. Like, I have everything to stop. Like, dude, can't play through 2 cards? What is this? Well, Ash and Soldiering. 2 cards. Purple effect. Now, the reason why I do this is just because blue won't add anything if I do it other way. It's like 500 less damage, but who cares? Blue effect. What's more important is getting that pluses. Sure. Imperm. Yeah, I'll negate the point. Oh, okay. Normal summon Alistair. Thinking. Effect. That will be key. Gotta play around that Timation Dragon, don't I? Come on, let me win a System Rock once. Oh, he's on okay. Yes! If I put my mind to it, I can do anything. I can't remember, to be honest. It doesn't really matter. You're going first and I'm going second either way. Cost. I have to open the palm sooner or later. Ash. Oh. Okay. That's a good card. Yeah. I kind of half regret not playing Call by the Grave anymore, but at the same time, it's like
Uh, he makes Harold that's two cards out of his hand. Oh, okay, he has the desires. Never mind. I'm thinking he won't have enough negates to stop me. I'll be fine. Nope. Oh, seems like we lost our friend. In the meantime, while he's coming. Oh, never mind. Huh? That's all good. Right. While that's happening, I'm gonna show you guys webpage of mine. Well, not mine.
Australia's Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments. Um, you know, this is where like Bowden does his shit. Like, if you don't know who Bowden is, he's like one of the best Yu-Gi-Oh players in the world. Um, I got a card. I got him to sign a card for me once, which is really memey. One of my most prized possessions. The card is worthless, but the fact that he was willing to sign it was just funny, and how I got it. But yeah, no. He runs his page with a few other Australian people. He runs tournament stuff. It died down a bit, but now it's back up and running. Lots of tournaments. They do lots of like goats and cool crap. So if you know the one or two viewers I ever have, whatever, play Yu-Gi-Oh for tournaments, especially during this pandemic. I actually stopped playing these tournaments for a while because like I don't know, money was tight. I had to save up and stuff. But every now and again there'll be a good tournament like the one that I just entered, which is this one. It's first gets $200, second gets $100. Like I'm expecting to like at least make third or fourth for $10. I'm like, yeah, I can do that, right? Yeah. So 32 man should start up soon. But
yeah. If you're interested into Yu-Gi-Oh, it's definitely something you can go into.
Um, yeah. Another thing. So things that annoy me in Yu-Gi-Oh. Obviously, the fact that the rulebook isn't complete. OCG gives rulings. We all know this. And we base a lot of our rulings off of their rulings. And this is where confusion starts. Is because there's an argument that everyone goes is, well, OCG has a ruling, we're not OCG, we don't need to have that ruling. Correct. However, 99.9999999% of the time, we will have OCG ruling and we'll stick by it. It's very rare for us to deviate. The only time we do deviate, we let people know about it. Like, of course, the only time we deviate is when either card text is different or actual rulings are different. For instance, North America had that ruling for trigger effects needing to be in the correct location on activation, but OCG didn't. The EU, the rest of the world didn't, but now OCG does have that ruling. So it is very rare for us to have those ruling differences. But generally, we do stick with the OCG ruling, and so we wait for them to give the ruling and get the card. Dangers was a big one. When Dangers came out, we're like, well, we don't have a ruling on this. So, we did. The ruling was they can't activate in head. That was the ruling. And then, America decided to go, no, we're doing our own ruling on this one. And we're like, what? It was, like, to this day, I'm still blown away at the fact that OCG confirmed and agreed to that ruling. Now that they've done it, I'll accept it, I'll abide by it. I disagree with it with all my very being. Unless they change the ruling for all the other cards that work that way. And they haven't. Well, I mean, that's not true. They're in the process of doing it, maybe. So Gallus, right? Gallus is the OG example. And of course, obviously, if you make Gallus the example, you will enable FTKs with it. If you go, well, if you can't let it resolve, it's going to keep burning you and trying to summon, and you'll lose. And I'm like, yes. But that's the process. Well, are you having that ruling to stop the FTK? Or are you having that ruling because it's the rule? Now, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is all about exceptions. And apparently, Gallus was the norm, and then Dangers were the exception. But now, OCG has actually taken down the Gallus ruling from their website. And that's another thing that bugs me is, since it's OCG, we don't know about this unless you're part of that community that, looks for the rulings or knows the people. And that's me, right? I'm constantly, asking for rulings or helping people with rulings, and like you talk about it with other people, and someone will like, oh yeah, by the way, I've just heard that they've removed this ruling, and you're like, what, and then you ask for it to confirmation and stuff, and it gets out there because like going through the OCG database is kind of annoying. Like Google Translate does help, but it's not perfect. So yeah, that's something that bugs me. The fact that we have to email
Like, at what point do like imagine like playing like rugby league, and you're like you tackle someone, and then you go, oh shit, I don't know if that's tackle that is legal. I need to email the department. It's like no, you know what a legal tackle and what isn't. The referees know what legal tackle and what isn't. Now, you might get in trouble because a referee might have let a tackle that isn't legal, happen, right? And they might get in trouble and shit like that. But we there is a standard for it. With us, it's like, okay, we don't know how this card works. We can guess until we get a ruling, and then when we get a ruling, we'll go by that. But then that issue is that ruling gets sent to that one person, so it's definitely annoying. Okay, okay, yep, okay. Oh, I opened a shine ball. Would you look at that? Okay, okay. So he has one negate. We're learning to cosmic his back row because it's probably a call by the grave. Oh, got him. Banish that shit. I don't want you plussing from your field spell. Okay. This is where it gets scary. I have two options. I'm going to go with option A. Exactly, right? That's why like it's so risky. Oh my god, I didn't bash a single one of my Alistair's on vacations. That's nutty. Like it's definitely correct to negate that, but I would have like drawn like who knows what. It's a plus. The issue here is I have to make. I had Impermanent Ash, yes. That was, but that's that is an issue with the Herald deck is it can't play through interruptions. Amazing. To be fair, you only played through one because you called by the Graved Ash, right? And like, yeah, one's plenty, but unfortunately, you lost so many resources. And Impound's a really good one on Venus. So obviously it's 2/7, so I have to drop the Alistair, and that's the issue with this. Like I could just wait, but I don't want to. You could top. I don't know what you could top deck to save you except for the field spell. Yeah, yeah. So I think it. Like the field spell, like it's got a second effect. You shuffle spells into your deck to summon a fairy. That's the same level as the number of special summon monsters. So like you shuffle four, you shuffle three, you can make Venus. Desires, yeah, that is a card. Boy, I love when people double desires. It's just like their deck just becomes so thin. Oh, so yeah, uh, such tuck one light fairy in your graveyard. So yeah, you could like summon Shine Ball, by like shuffling the four into your deck, and then but yeah, yeah. But the issue is, do you have any balls in your deck? Shuffle desires back. Or you have to. If you shuffled all four, desires would be alive again. Holy shit! You have two left in deck. Your design is as good as mine, but you designed twice. Like I didn't hit a single Alistar or invocation. You didn't hit a shrine ball. In that deck, there is 3 spells and 6 other cards. Holy. Yeah, what you do? You can make unicorn shuffle back my perk. One time it would come up. Cerberus, pop my perk. Oh. Just say. Okay, which one are you going into? Unicorn or Cerberus? Okay, so you have to link summon one thing first because it's you can only use do that first, then make unicorn. Okay. Borderland Dragon is unicorn. So that goes. The guy watching us right now would be going like, what the fuck? Well, it's 2-2. I don't take any damage though. Oh. Oh. Yeah, you see how it is. I love how you're playing Borderland Dragon in this deck. It is funny. Oh. The decks can be scary. Oh, so close. How long you got? Yep. Yeah. You gotta add a monster. Yep. Yep.
Artifact is fine. Does it gain? I thought it becomes. Yeah, it does. It is level 6. Yeah, it does. Oh, no, it becomes. Wait, increase? Yeah, increase. Yeah, increase. Yeah, okay. Cool. 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 I feel like the Ben 10 combo. What are you talking about? Okay, because currently you're neg. Yep. Diviner has an effect. If this card is distributed, you can switch summon 2 level from your hand or deck. Okay, sure. Okay, so you got 2 cards on field instead of 1 card in hand. Yeah. Yes, Eva's the card. Eva's a good card to add to hand. Why not special summon 2? Does it say special summon 2? Diviner? Oops, my bad. Sure, yep. And then Eva's effect.
Yeah, you can banish up to 2 other light fairy monsters in your field or graveyard. Add the same. So you're adding one. So all you've done from not using Ben 10 is you've got a Link Reaver on field. You, you got a Link Reaver. That's it. Like your hand size is exactly the same. Mm. Yeah, but your hand size is exactly the same. You just have a Link Reaver on field. That's it. It would be an extra. Ben, you would have added Ben 10 back and added another card into hand, so you would have +2. That time you added whatever Eva just added, and you added what you ritualed with, so you +2, right? So it's exactly the same thing. You just have a Link River. The difference is if you had more lights in your graveyard, you could banish both of them, and then you would have plus another. Then it would have been more. Um, set, set. Hmm. 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 Uh, Ghost Ogre. Thinking. That's fine. Yep. Oh, you cuck. What? Alright, now I have to give you no mercy. Special. Battle phase. Tech. Mm-hmm. Purple effect. Sure. Oh wow. Wow. Okay. Oh. So you're negating? Okay. Chain super poly. Chain super poly. You can't respond, buddy. Yeah. 100%. And then 19 into that. And here's 2. Activate. Meltdown. I'll start back. Thinking. Hmm. Swamp F light. All good? Cool. I got the brains. Yeah, I would have to make my Dragon Dark instead. Yep. Hmm.
this as well, I guess. And then invocation effect. And then end phase, this goes to grave. Macabre. Set one. What? Do you mean how? They're both light. You're thinking of rivalry. Invocation. Activate Mirror Force. Well. Alright, see ya, bud. Right. So yeah. Rulings, not having them accessible to us is something that definitely pisses me off. It's just, it makes life complicated, you know? Like, you have to go out your way. Like, yes, but it's the player's fault for not knowing the ruling because, oh, Reddit games are. Wow. I see how it is. Alright. Well, I can't play rated right now, guys. Well, anyway, I'm gonna just talk just for a little bit. Not knowing rulings and having the player can go out their way to learn these rulings, like I have. Like, I don't know all of them, but I've gone out of my way to learn as much as I can about the core of the game so I can then apply those rulings to things. And every player can do the same. A lot don't. So those people who don't, they lose. Like I've talked about this before, I think, where if you don't know rulings, you're actually hurting yourself in a game. Like, yeah, like I've talked to with Alex who I was just playing with then. Like knowing rulings, not knowing how problem solving card text works, and knowing how all the interactions means you can get a massive advantage on your opponent. If your opponent doesn't know it, it's even more hurtful. But it's hurtful for two reasons. One, because they're confused, they feel like they're being cheated, that the rules are against them, and two, that you have to now explain it. So it's just you choose up time that you shouldn't be needed to do. So both players are on the same understanding, but the issue is you never will be because this game is so complex. I have, and like I've shown in the video, I think, being on like a 60-minute wait time waiting for a judge, talking to someone who says he is a qualified dueling book judge, and he had the wrong ruling, and he finally gave up and just quit after like 60 minutes of argument. And it's ridiculous. It should never happen. Like I gave him the evidence, and that's I think the difference between judges. Well, I guess I could say real judges and people who would just say they're judges. Like if you're a real judge, you know from the get go, or you should learn from the get go that you don't know everything, and you're gonna be wrong. All of them, every them, even head judges, every person is going to be wrong eventually because you're human and you make mistakes. You don't read a card correctly, you glance over it, you say it out, well, you remember it from memory and it's just slightly wrong. Like that happens. We learn from it and we improve. I am the same. I'm not perfect with all my rulings, and if someone gives me evidence to say that my ruling is incorrect, I'm going to go by that. But not everyone does that, because they feel like their way is the right way. And especially when you're taught from a young age with your friends, like, I can summon blue eyes without tributing. We all did it. We all MST negated. So it's definitely a huge issue in this community where people don't know rulings. Definitely hurts, I think, a lot of people because they feel like they're being cheated. Because there's nowhere in the rulebook, no policy document, well, there's policy documents, but none that explain how problem-solving card text works. We just have to figure it out ourselves. Like, I mean, we use old rulings to figure it out. So, like, there's that, but there's no real, like, book for it, You have to really try to find it and really look for it. Anyway, that'll be it for me, guys, since the rating is down.
Hope you had some fun. I'll see you guys next time.